Are you ready to take your AR-15 shooting skills to the next level? After watching my AR-15 video series, I promise you'll gain new skills, sharpen your existing ones, and eliminate some bad shooting habits. Trigger control mastery. Trigger control represents the difference between a good shooter and exceptional shooting. Poor trigger control can negate the accuracy potential of even the best rifle. Having proper finger placement is important. Use the center pad of your index finger, not the tip. The trigger should contact the finger between the first joint and the fingertip. Adjust your grip angle if necessary to achieve natural finger placement. Trigger press technique. Gently pressure, apply pressure like this, okay? Not here, here, right there, like that. And boom. Obviously, I'm not loaded. I don't even have a bolt in there. So, boom. And voila, you're out to dinner. The ideal trigger press occurs as a surprise, even though you control the timing. Practice dry fires extensively to develop proper trigger control. Modern AR-15s can handle dry fire safely. Those snap caps can protect the firing pin if you prefer. I've never even bought one. Focus on smooth back pressure application. Maintaining sight alignment throughout the trigger phase. Call your shots based on where the sights where the trigger broke. Following through by holding the trigger back momentarily after the shot. And then reset. After firing, allow the trigger to reset just far enough to reset the sear, then prep for the next shot. This technique, called riding the reset, allows for faster follow-up shots while maintaining control. You want to listen and feel for the trigger reset click, okay? And then apply pressure again for the next shot. This technique requires practice, but improves shooting speed in multiple shot strings. Notice how I'm breathing while I'm talking here. You want to breathe naturally, okay? Take a deep breath, exhale halfway, hold your breath naturally, but don't force it. Fire during this pause. Complete the breath, complete the shot within 6 seconds to avoid oxygen depletion. For precision shooting, fire at the bottom of your natural respiratory cycle when your body's most stable. Avoid holding your breath for extended periods, as this introduces tremors and reduces accuracy. Natural point of aim. Your natural point of aim is where your rifle naturally falls when you're in the relaxed position after you exhale. Establishing a proper NPA reduces the muscle tension required to maintain sight alignment. Find your NPA, get in your position, close your eyes and relax. Let the rifle settle naturally. Open your eyes and note where you're aiming. Adjust your body position, not the rifle, until your NPA matches your target. Repeat until there's no muscle tension required to maintain aim. Recoil management and follow through. The AR-15 has moderate to easy recoil, and it's really manageable, but poor recoil management can still affect accuracy and a follow-up shot. Many shooters unconsciously flinch in anticipation of recoil, causing a low and left hit for right-handed shooters. You want to extensively practice dry fire to desensitize the flinch response. Mix dummy cartridges randomly with live ammunition. That's a good way to practice. Focus on front sight and trigger control rather than recoil anticipation. When recoil does occur, maintain your sight picture and follow through. Keep your cheek on the stock throughout the recoil. Maintain grip pressures and stock weld. Keep your shot based on sight alignment when the trigger breaks. Allow natural recoil recovery rather than fighting it. Good follow through is important, okay? Hold the trigger rearward momentarily after the shot. Maintain sight alignment until the bullet impacts, and then analyze your shot and make the appropriate corrections. Reset the trigger and prepare for the next shot if you need it. Chapter 6. Common shooting errors and solutions. Even experienced shooters can develop bad habits that affect accuracy. Understanding common errors and their corrections help maintain peak performance. Shoot Shot group patterns. Your shot group reveals information about your shooting technique. Low and left indicates trigger jerk or excessive trigger finger contact. Low and right, often caused by pushing the rifle away during the trigger press. If you're shooting high, it indicates a flinch response or poor stock weld. Horizontal stringing, often caused by inconsistent cheek weld or trigger control. Vertical stringing, okay, it's a breathing problem or inconsistent stock pressure. Go back to the fundamentals. Address shooting problems systematically, okay? Look at the equipment. Make sure your zero is correct and your equipment's function properly. And make sure things are typed down, okay? Change only one thing at a time when making corrections. Use mechanical support. I hate to say this, but practice shooting from a bench to eliminate position variables starting out. Manage 5 shot groups than single large groups. And get some professional help if you don't know what you're doing. The ball and dummy drill, randomly mix dummy cartridges and live ammo to identify flinching. When you encounter a dummy cartridge, any movement indicates anticipation issues. Dot torture drills. Use small targets, 1 to 2 inch dots at variable distances to improve precision. These drills highlight sight alignment trigger control arrows clearly. Ball shot. Practice shooting golf balls or small targets at extended ranges to improve precision under fire. Chapter 7. Maintenance and reliability. Regular maintenance ensures reliable operation and an extended life for your AR-15. This AR-15 design makes maintenance relatively straightforward, but understanding the process helps optimize performance. Field stripping your AR-15 for basic cleaning is simple. Ensure the rifle is unloaded and pointed in a safe direction. Take the rear takedown pin and open the upper and lower receivers. Remove the bolt carrier group and charging handle from the upper receiver. Disassemble the bolt from the bolt carrier if needed. Focus your cleaning efforts on areas that affect function. The chamber, use a chamber brush and appropriate solvent to remove powder residue. The bore, clean the chamber from chamber to muzzle when possible to avoid crown damage. Bolt and bolt carrier. Remove carbon buildup from the bolt face, rings, and gas key. Action extension. Clean the area where the bolt carrier travels in the upper receiver. Now here's the lubrication joints. Proper lubrication prevents too much wear and enables recycling. Cycling. Lightly coat all bearing surfaces. The chamber area, light application to prevent excessive carbon buildup. The buffer and spring. Light coating on the buffer and spring. I'm going to just be totally honest with you, folks. I'll put a couple drops on the buffer and spring. A couple drops on the trigger. After every range shot, every time you clean it, you want to inspect it, okay? Every 5 to 1,000 rounds, you want to give it a good thorough cleaning and lube. Every season, you want to disassemble it and inspect everything properly, at least. And if you're going to store it for long term, make sure it's lubricated. And folks, really, you should have it upside down like this. So if there's any condensation, it gets out and not back. That's just me, okay? I could be wrong. Let's talk about troubleshooting common malfunctions. Understanding common AR malfunctions helps you address issues quickly and remain a good shooter. Failure to fire can include ammunition problems, bad primers, no powder, firing pin or firing pin spring issues, bolt not in full battery. The safety could be on. If the round doesn't extract, it could be a dirty or damaged chamber. The extractor spring could be weak. Overgas system causes a violent extraction. The ammunition, the case head could be separated, it could be broken. If it doesn't feed, it's a magazine problem usually. or the ammunition is just not compatible, or the bolt carrier timing problems, it's not timed right. You have double feeds, and this can usually happen from damaged or worn bolt, extractor problems, or a shitty magazine. Most malfunctions can be prevented through regular maintenance. So let's talk about upgrades, okay? Upgrades to your AR-15. The AR-15, the greatest strength is modularity. Trigger upgrades, not so important, okay? The trigger has the most significant impact on shooting performance after the barrel and the optics. Military triggers work reliably but are often gritty and imprecise. There are single-stage triggers which break evenly at set weight with minimal take-up. Good options include a Gazelle SSA with excellent balance of performance and reliability, a Trigger Tech, which is crisp with a consistent pull weight, Rise Armament Super Sporting, and then there's two-stage triggers, which feature a light first stage followed by a crisp second stage. Giselle also has another G2S, the LaRue, and the Giselle SSA. There's competition triggers, but if you're a competitive shooter, you know that these triggers will fail. They're not meant to be reliable. Okay? And then there's stock and grip upgrades. Quality furniture improves control and ergonomics. Adjustable stocks. I have a fixed stock on my little one here, and it works good for me. The Magpul PRS Gen 3. It has a good cheek riser. Pistol grips, the Gunfighter pistol grip, if that's your thing. Muzzle brake significantly affects recoil characteristics and sound signature. Flash hiders are designed to reduce a visible muzzle flash. An A2 birdcage is what you see here. A War Comp is a hybrid design providing flash hiding and recoil reduction. Muzzle brakes redirect gas to reduce felt recoil. Compensators focus on reducing muzzle rise. Suppressors, okay. Ultimate muzzle device for reducing both noise and recoil. You need to do a background check. Even though they say they took this tax stamp out, you still have to wait. I have a Recce 7. That's my 30 caliber suppressor. Some good barrel upgrades. Precision barrels like Bartlein or Krieger produce quality match grade barrels capable of sub-minute of angle accuracy. Lightweight barrels like pencil profiles reduce weight for hunting applications. Heavy barrels are bull or varmint profiles. Improve accuracy and heat dissipation. Gas tuning, adjustable gas blocks. They allow for fine-tuning of your gas system. So if you're shooting suppressed, you want to have an adjustable gas block. The SLR Rifleworks adjustable gas block. It's a low-profile design with tool-free adjustment. Let's magnified optics. Variable power scopes enable precision shooting, like a Vortex Razor HD 1:6, $1,300, not cheap. The Night Force 1:8, $2,500 plus bucks, premium. I have a March 1:40, but a March 1:10. It's a Japanese barrel or Japanese scope. They're really good. And you have night vision, optics designed for night vision use. You have an EOTech, Aimpoint, Sightmark Wraith. You have thermal and night vision. You're talking between $1,000 and $10,000 now. So the advantages of building is you get what you pay for. Okay, not necessarily cheaper, but you choose every component that you want. And if you're going to build, you obviously know what you're doing at this point. And price is not as much as a factor, but it's still less expensive than buying a real fancy rifle. But you really need to learn how to build a rifle first, way beyond what I'm going to tell you. This is survival. This is reliance. This is Suburban Prepper. Everything here comes from real world experience. giving you the confidence to upgrade, maintain, or build your rifle for true dependability. Get ready to master the details that keep your gear and your family safe and prepared. Remember, your AR-15 is only as reliable as your understanding of its components. Start with quality basics: a properly chambered barrel with the right twist rate, a mid-length gas system for versatility, and a bolt carrier group that's been tested and inspected. Don't cut corners on what really matters. If this helped you get a clear picture of your AR-15 platform, subscribe for more tactical knowledge that could save your life. And let me know in the comments which component you're most focused on getting right for your build. Fellow preppers and survivalists, I've put together an Amazon storefront packed with the best gear, tools, and essentials to help you stay prepared for anything. As an Amazon associate, I earn a small commission from qualifying purchases, which supports my mission to share prepping insights and recommendations. Check the link in description below. This is survival. This is reliance. This is Suburban Prepper.